Marina Mabrey, that slime ball that viciously attacked Caitlin Clark, blindsided her like she was in a football game. Ridiculous. She has come out and spoke about the situation with Caitlin Clark and her assaulting her.
The WNBA world witnessed something completely insane. Remember Marina Mabrey? The same woman from Connecticut Sun who shoved Caitlin Clark to the ground and later laughed about it.
Yes! Oh, and Marina Mabrey's gonna get a jack.
She thought she could assault Caitlin Clark and get away unscathed. She believed the universe would let it slide without consequences, but that didn't happen.
June, July, August. So it's 2 months later. 2 months later, she pushes this story out. But we clearly see the things that she's doing. We clearly see that she's.
What started as defiance has turned into a pathetic damage control.
And now, Marina Mabrey is trying to moonwalk back said incident.
The woman who thought she could attack the face of the league without consequences just discovered how wrong she was. After months of trying to defend the actions, Marina Mabrey has ultimately crawled out with lame excuses and fake apology. But fans are not buying her lies.
Some of y'all gotta stop playing games and acting like we stupid, because we're really not. We're really not. Marina Mabrey, what you did was dirty, and you have fallen. Now see what it is you trying to get all the people off your you know what. Because we on you, we're not gonna leave it alone. We're gonna stay on you.
So stay tuned. This is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. We are about to unveil the most desperate damage control WNBA has ever seen. And if you think Mabrey's excuses are pathetic, drop a "stop this lie" in the comments below.
It's just a weird situation because it seems simultaneously like it's, yeah, I overreacted, but also, you know what, I do it again.
Without further ado, let's dive into it.
Marina Mabrey had a situation with Caitlin Clark in which she shoved her to the ground and it made national news.
For those who don't know, let me just rewind that infamous moment of June 17th. It was Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun, tactics to win the game.
And the worst of it all was this incident on June 17th with the Connecticut Sun. Now, Caitlin Clark did play the Connecticut Sun again after that. And you see J.C. Sheldon did the same tactics again. Guess what she did? She tried to knee her in the groin. That's the game Caitlin Clark got hurt.
J.C. Sheldon poked Clark in the eye in what many called a deliberate attempt to injure the superstar. But that was not the worst part. Marina Mabrey saw her opportunity. She came charging in and brutally shoved Caitlin Clark to the ground. It was cowardly. It was calculated.
Marina Mabrey, that was dirty. Let's just be clear here. That was dirty. You know it was dirty. You know what you did was dirty, Marina Mabrey.
She knew she was well aware that she couldn't match Clark's skill on the court. So she came up with such a cheap shot, her career with her very own hands.
Because she didn't see what was happening. Like, that was one of the things people noticed with the new footage. Marina Mabrey had her back turned. Like, she genuinely had her back turned. And she had also, am I right in saying that she swung a swinging back fist at Aaliyah Boston? Or a spinning back fist?
And Marina Mabrey didn't just stop there. She had the audacity to come live on Instagram the very next day to say, "Damned if I do, damned if I don't."
It was her saying, "Damn if I do, damned if I don't." How could you say damn if you do, damn if you don't, when you assaulted Caitlin Clark, Marina?
So instead of being apologetic, instead of being regretful, she chose to be arrogant and boastful. Really? You just assault the face of the league? The biggest superstar of WNBA and then act like you've done nothing wrong? The fans were livid with anger. Social media exploded with outrage. Justice for Caitlin started trending worldwide. Twitter was on fire with demands for justice.
Days after the shove heard about the women's basketball world, Mabrey was heard saying, "Damned if I do, damned if I don't," when addressing a commentator on Instagram live stream.
And after that, she even tried to justify her actions in interviews, claiming she was protecting her teammate. It wasn't anything casual, rather, it was a career suicide. Marina Mabrey was undermining Caitlin Clark's star power and her huge fan base. Every word out of her mouth made fans more angry. Every excuse made her look more guilty.
Let's just be clear here. That was dirty. You know it was dirty. You know what you did was dirty, Marina Mabrey. So don't try to sit here and act like, oh, she pushed me into the bleacher.
Marina Mabrey had no idea she was about to face the full force of Caitlin Clark's massive fan base.
Spoke about the situation with Caitlin Clark and her assaulting her. He said,
After facing months-long backlash and other massive consequences just recently, Mabrey tried to rewrite history.
The people in charge knew who they were looking to talk to, which if I was telling them or advising them at what players to talk to, sorry, Marina, you're on the list.
In an interview, she had the nerve to say, obviously I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I probably overreacted a little bit, but my teammate is getting hit and I'm not okay with that.
Marina Mabrey saying she overreacted, I'm like that's an understatement. That is a massive understatement, say.
So this was a little bit? You blindsided the league's biggest star in a dead ball situation, and still not fully taking the blame. You were still trying to make excuses by saying that my teammate was getting hit. You were still trying to justify your actions.
so don't try to sit here and act like, oh, she pushed me into the bleacher. Bro, she didn't throw you into no bleachers. Y'all both was going for a loose ball. A whistle was blown. It was a dead ball. It wasn't a live play. Stop playing games.
But here's where it gets even more ridiculous. Mabrey actually tried to flip the script by saying, me and Caitlin were cool. Me and Caitlin have competed against each other in the playoffs. She threw me into the benches in the quarterfinals. We didn't go after her for it. Like, are you kidding me? Fans have the footage. Everyone has the footage. Fans have analyzed every second of that footage. This was a woman in a rage looking for any excuse to hurt the player who was embarrassing her team on the court. What you did wasn't a basketball play. It was an attempted assault.
Caitlin Clark did not hit JC Sheldon. JC Sheldon captain Insano checked Caitlin Clark. She got her with the eye poke, and Caitlin Clark was walking away. Caitlin Clark was walking away from JC Sheldon.
And want to know what the most ridiculous part was? Clark was literally walking away from the situation. But she puts the blame on Clark. Like, seriously? Everybody watched the footage 100 times. Clark was just walking away. The delusion was just perplexing. Even worse, Mabrey had the audacity to claim, I don't care honestly, I really don't. I thought it only got upgraded to a flagrant 2 because of the way the fans reacted to it. So now she's blaming the fans for the consequences of her own actions. What Marina Mabrey still does not get is that attacking Caitlin Clark isn't just attacking a player. In fact, it's attacking a movement. Clark is not just a basketball player, she has become a cultural phenomenon. She represents everything exciting about women's basketball. Women basketball has come to life again because of this incredible woman. She's the reason millions of new fans discovered the WNBA.
So the thing about it is, Caitlin Clark don't forget. She remembers, she doesn't forget.
What do you think? Are you buying her fake narrative about Caitlin Clark and the entire fuss she created? And will Marina Mabrey ever truly take accountability for her actions? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such stories.